evening, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Focus TV. My name is Tony. Tonight's guest is Roland Sylvain of KonpaGetAway. Please stay tuned. We'll be right
Focus
back.
TV allows you to discuss contemporary topics affecting the Caribbean people on both a national and local level. The show features informed guests who offer insight, debate, and evaluate various issues. Beyond Focus TV builds on the station's mission to provide useful information to the Caribbean people in New York and abroad. Beyond Focus TV, where our viewing audience can get educated, informed, and empowered.
Welcome back to Beyond Focus TV. Again, my name is Tony. Tonight's guest is CEO of KonpaGetAway, Roland Sylvain. Roland, what is KonpaGetAway?
KonpaGetAway is a trip that we do every year. It's an event where we go to different parts of the world as much as we can, and we have parties going on, excursions going on, depending on where we're going. So KonpaGetAway has been around for about a good 6-7 years, I want to say right now, and we've done 4 trips so far. We've done the Poconos twice, we've done Haiti, and this year, coming up in August, we're doing Disney World, Orlando, Florida. So KonpaGetAway, like I said, we do packages for everyone. And based on, the amount of people that you have in your group, then you get to pick which package best fits you. So, KonpaGetAway is something that's it's very cultural. It's it's in the Haitian community, of course, but we cater to everyone. And as long as it attracts a certain demographics of people, then they're more than welcome to come on the trip as well.
I was under the impression that it was a travel agency or a company that book events for other people, or was it a combination of all of that, or am I mistaken?
Well, that you brought up that point, it is a combination of all of that, but we're not a travel agency.
Okay.
So what we do is, I put together the trips, and what happens is all the bookings and everything, payments, they come through me, and then I, submit it to whatever location that we decide to go to, so I guess it's kind of sort of like a travel agency, but we're not. And the events itself, I plan out all the events. So it's for the public. It's not for a specific company or for a specific person. It's just for the public. And if it suits you and you feel as if you want to go away with this, with us, then that's what it is. So we usually, like I said, we have schedules. We have an entire, brochure that's set up with all the itinerary of what's going on for the weekend. So, we usually do a 4-day weekend type thing. From Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or which if it's a holiday, then we'll do which date comes out best for everyone else.
So what was your reason, or why did you decide to start your own company? What was it about other companies, or what did you not see out there available, and what made you decide to start your own company?
Well, I've come from a family of businessmen, so these guys, I've always watched them and the way they, do their businesses, the way they run their businesses, which to me sometimes it's a little hectic, because they're older, they got more of that older Haitian culture attached to them. So with me, I just wanted to try to get into something that I could actually bring that's going to be different. So with KonpaGetAway, this was something that was lacking in the HMI, we say, which stands for, Haitian music industry.
Okay.
Which is funny because it's, a lot of people say that it's not an actual industry. It's just something that someone threw out there and made it up and said, okay, fine. So, that's what suits for us. So we've been running with it.
Right.
And at the time, there was a void for that type of trip because everyone, a lot of promoters and stuff like they do parties. They do which we call galas. They do parties and every weekend and stuff like that. So what I do with the KonpaGetAway is I take people away to go party instead. So we still have a party, we still have a ball going on, but it's just not done in the same type of setting like the way the other promoters do it.
Yeah.
So we actually go away, and there's a lot more, but we'll get to that.
So you kind of mentioned HMI. I'm not familiar with you said a Haitian music
industry, right?
And so I read somewhere you said you're the first company to kind of book events around that theme.
Well, no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the HMI itself. Those three letters, they stand for Haitian music industry, which is something that, excuse me, that goes on with the whole entire industry. Whether you're a musician, you're part of it. Whether you're a promoter or manager of a band or anything like that. So that's what the HMI is. Or any event that's going on, it means that you fall under the umbrella of HMI. So with what I was saying was with the HMI, I'm like KonpaGetAway is the first style of trip, the first style of event that's happened in the HMI. The first one was done back in 2010, 2009. The first one we did, which was in the Poconos, where we had, two bands come out. People had packages. It was a 4-day weekend. It was a ski trip. And being that it's in the HMI, the Haitian music industry, Haitian, they don't know anything really about skiing. Like, who's thinking about going skiing, But it worked out well. It worked out very well. And at the time, a lot of people that are affiliated with the HMI, the top dogs and stuff like that, they were like, Roland, what are you crazy? Like, what are you thinking about bringing this thing? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So far, so good. I don't have any complaints, which is the best thing. The customers that book with us, I haven't had any complaints so far, which is a great thing.
So how do you decide on the locations that you travel to, being that you just mentioned, most Haitians don't know how to ski.
Right.
So what made you decide to book that trip?
Well, the Poconos was because I had a relationship with the resort up in the Poconos already. I've done prior ski trips up there, but that was the AMI, the American music industry, where with that there was no, I didn't have to convince people or explain to them what it was. Americans, they know what skiing is. So with the Haitian industry, I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna take a chance and try it. It's skiing brings something different, and that's exactly what we did. And like I said, it worked out great. The numbers were okay. The numbers were pretty good. I wish we would have gotten a lot more, but this is all part of growing.
Right. So you're approaching 8 years since you first started.
7 years. This is 7 years, I believe. 6 or 7 years. Because what happened is I went on hiatus, took off 2 years. I didn't do any trips at all for 2 years. And I came back last year with the trip in Haiti, which was very, very hectic because, Haiti's always some type of turmoil going on, and a lot of people were afraid to actually book the trip. And I also had a few that booked and canceled because of what was going on in Haiti. So that was a tough one, And this year, like I said, in August 2018, we're going to Disney World. So
I have to ask, why Disney World?
That's a funny story. Disney World, well, that's because of the fact that I kept thinking of different locations, right? You asked me, what makes you choose a certain location?
Yeah.
I try to figure out what would attract people, what location would attract people, and what would make them be intrigued with, coming to the trip. So Disney World this year was because the prior trips that I've done, I've had people call and say, Roland, how come you don't do, family-oriented trips?
Yeah.
Because these trips are usually, couples or, a bunch of girls that's booking and a bunch of guys that's booking. Yeah. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and try do Disney and see what happens. So again, I set the bar high for myself because in the HMI, this has never been done again.
Yeah.
Even though the trip style itself has been done, but to actually take the HMI to Disney World, it's never been done. So I'm proud of that, And like I said, it's just based off of family. Like, people were asking, and I said, okay, I'm going to give them what they want, since they've been asking about, well, how come you can't bring our kids?
Yeah.
Things of that nature. So I said, okay, let's go to Disney.
Well, I want to definitely continue this conversation.
All right.
Again, tonight's guest is Roland Sylvain of KonpaGetAway. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Beyond Focus TV. Again, my name is Tony, and I'm speaking with the CEO of KonpaGetAway.
Yes, again, thank you, Tony, for having me on the show today. I appreciate it. Again, this is Roland Sylvain with KonpaGetAway. It's been a pleasure so far, and I'm looking forward to continuing the interview.
So to continue our conversation, you were talking a little bit about the events that you've gone on, and I kind of wanted to ask, what have you learned in the 7 years since you've started this company, and how are you looking to grow, or have you grown, and in what ways have you grown?
Well, as far as what I've learned, it's just not to repeat the same mistakes. With this type of event, it can get very tricky because you could end up falling on the back end where you're spending too much, and it doesn't really take that. As long as your math is correct, then you should be okay. Now, as far as growing, I'm looking to grow with where it's not just based off of the public alone. I'm looking to do more charitable things with it. I'm looking to get more sponsorship going with it. I'm looking to get corporate with it, so that way it can benefit more people. Actually, right as we speak right now, I don't know if you guys saw this, the whole new Drake video, God's Plan.
Where he donated
Right.
$1 million.
And
yeah.
exactly. So, this guy took the budget to shoot a music video and donated it to, poor people around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And, off of stories that he's read. And so I decided this year what I'm going to do with KonpaGetAway is I'm going to have an email essay written up where families that are not fortunate enough to make the trip or who can't afford it to be able to, come to the trip for free, all on KonpaGetAway. That would be flights included, hotel, passes to Disney, everything included, So, and it's like I said, it's going to be essay based, and I'm going to sit there and read everyone's paper and see which one touches me the most, I guess, which one I honestly see actually really, really needs it, and they're getting a free package to KonpaGetAway.
So you kind of hinted at charitable causes,
Right.
and you also talked a little bit about Haiti, being a country that, there's always, or it seems like there's always some tragedy,
Yeah.
whether there's a earthquake, hurricane,
Right.
and oftentimes we hear about those tragedies, but then we don't follow up with that story, with people in Haiti, or especially Caribbean people of color,
Right.
getting the aid that they need. So what are you hoping to do, or what contributions are you currently making to aid in the relief process, not just after the tragedies happen, but continuing to aid in Haiti's progress?
Well, with the first trip that I did, the first KonpaGetAway trip, I have an uncle in Haiti, which is a priest, which is a Catholic priest, and he has a school and all of that, and he runs the school. He's the head of the church, the congregation, and with the first KonpaGetAway, I actually donated about 10% of my profits to that. So that was the only one time that I did that, and this is why I'm looking to get more involved with charitable work. But like I said, this is even though KonpaGetAway has been here for about 6-7 years, this is actually my 4th trip that I'm doing. So it's still growing.
Yeah.
It's still something that I'm learning as I go. And once it gets to the level that I would most be able to contribute to people that are, in need, then that's definitely in my plans.
And what is that success for you? What does that level look like for you?
Oh man, that level of success for me, it's not, I don't, like, I set my bars pretty high, but as far as success is concerned, as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing and everything goes well, and the people that are booking through us are not complaining and not, looking at it as if, this guy Roland is this or that, or, he's running a, fraudulent business or whatever the case may be, then I'm happy with that. So that's the level of success that I feel is right for me.
So you don't have like a number in mind of the level of success monetarily.
It's not a number. I've always said that my success story is going to be my name in books. Like, I want my names in books, and that's always been my goal, to have my name somewhere, somehow in a book somewhere.
So you plan on writing a book?
Not me per se, but someone else writing a book and my name is in there. Like, as far as doing something good, as far as doing something positive.
Yeah.
That's in the sense I'm saying it. But that's my success. Like I said, even though I may set the bar high for myself, my level, what I look at as far as success is the happiness in what it is that I'm doing.
And what's the greatest accomplishment so far?
My greatest accomplishments?
Or just from even running the company, or as a professional, black man who
Right.
founded his own company. What has been your highlight of your success so far?
The highlight of my success is actually putting this together when everyone said that it couldn't happen. You know, when everyone said that, oh, there's no way this